Well, hey gang, welcome to another Kahuna Happy Hour. Yes, it's Friday. For some of you that means absolutely nothing. For some of us it means everything, and some of us just don't know what day it is. So, welcome to Kahuna Happy Hour. We are streaming live on Twitch, on YouTube, and on Facebook. You can catch us all there. You can also catch these afterwards on video on demand. Like if we say something and you want to get a clip of it, or we mention something that you want to go back to, head on in to any of those three and you'll be able to catch them. Twitch only for about 30 days. Everybody else, they're there until they melt down. So, if you are in any of the chats, go ahead and drop a message in there. Let me know you are there. Mrs. Kahuna will be with us shortly. She is at the doctor's office just getting some lab work results back, and also picking up dinner. She has been craving, of all things, KFC. And when Mrs. Kahuna says she wants KFC, I don't turn it down. Rabbit, welcome. Welcome. I see you are here. Looking to see who else might show up. So far, no one in YouTube. YouTube almost never gets a live viewer. And Facebook videos being a butt for me. Now, mind you, to be able to catch all of the chats, because things just don't seem to be working properly, to catch all the chats, I literally have to have Facebook video up, YouTube video up, and then, of course, the actual stream so I can see all the chats at one time. I'm supposed to have something that captures the chats from everywhere, but I haven't seen them. So, you know, I'm hoping I see some. Because I've got chats. Let me see. Let me actually drop something into Facebook. Let me know if you are here. And that went into the comments, so obviously the comments are there. Hopefully if they can see the video and nothing's going wonky with Facebook, we're all good. Otherwise, here we are. It is a Friday. I hope you've had a good week. It is still excessively warm out here. Mrs. Kahuna updating me on her doctor's appointment. Okay, everything good there. Apparently the dogs have seen something outside, so good for them. So I don't know what you guys want to talk about today, but we can talk about whatever it is you want to talk about. You know, once Mrs. Kahuna gets here, she can give you some insight into what's been going on with her in school. I will tell you that, as I mentioned just a minute ago, it's still hot here. Right now, it is outside 102 degrees on the second day of October. This is Southern California, folks. It's not supposed to be this hot. But we are supposed to get a cool down coming next week, and by next weekend it's supposed to be in the 80s. That's awesome because in my physical condition, working outside in 100-degree heat lasts about 4 minutes. We actually tackled our shed last weekend, and neither Mrs. Kahuna nor I could handle it inside that shed for more than about 3 or 4 minutes. It's 57 degrees here in Albany. I'd love to have it 57. I start melting it like 78. So, you know, it's always funny. You live in Phoenix, you know, they always say this, oh yes, but it's a dry heat. So's an oven. Hang out in a kiln if you like it, but that's not mine. Me, you know, warm is 75. That's a good warm day. When I lived in Boston, I used to go to work in t-shirt and shorts every day. Snowing outside, I went in t-shirt and shorts. I might have a jacket with me, just in case it got really bad, but t-shirt and shorts pretty much every day. You know, you're in an office all day long with people who are cranking the heat up to like, you know, inferno. T-shirt and shorts, and I had a south-facing window that was 10 feet tall because that's the way the office was built. I was always boiling. So, it's interesting to see how far of a lag there is between the stream and YouTube and everything else. Very interesting. YouTube seems to be probably about 4 or 5 second lag, somewhere in that neighborhood. Facebook still being a button, not showing me the screen, but at least the comments are there, and I can read comments. So again, if you are watching on Facebook, drop something in the comments so I can see you're there. Same thing with YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, let me know you're there. I know it's a little early for happy hour for some, but on the East Coast, you guys have been happy houring for an hour and a half. So, Albany, actually, our youngest offspring has a close friend. They would say partner, that lives in Albany. Actually flew out there over the holidays last year. To spend time with them. They have yet to come back out this way. I'm sure it'll happen. Their mom is very nervous about all the stuff going on around. So, particularly when it comes to the virus. So, hopefully that'll settle down enough at some point here where they can come out here and visit for a week, like we went there. So, what else we got going? So, somebody pointed out, fill you in a few things. So, we started 2 new challenges. It is a nice place to live. I've only driven through Albany. I liked the area, but I've only driven through on my way to Binghamton. When I lived in Boston, my ex-wife's family, actually, most of them were born in and around the Sydney area. So, you're probably familiar with it. Or not. Oh, excuse me. Been busy today. Last week we announced the 2 challenges. One was 35,000 crowns, and we were going to do live sprints, writing sprints during Kahuna Quiet, and the other one was the pie challenge. We've already hit the sprints. So I started this morning, and the music is drowning out my voice a little bit. I can fix that. Actually, let me fix it this way. Hopefully that's a little better and it's not drowning me out quite so much. Is that a little bit better, Rabbit? Let me know. The sprints now, if you come on to the Kahuna Quiet stream during the day, I have non-stop sprints going on. They're 20-minute cycles, 15 minutes of writing, 5 minutes off, and it starts automatically. It runs the whole time. There's a timer on the top of the screen. Jump in when you want, jump out when you want. That's the beauty of Kahuna Quiet. There isn't any real there's no agenda each day. It's just a matter of go ahead and jump in. So you can come anytime and take care of your writing sprints. I will be supporting the Game of Tomes game through November. If you're on World Anvil, there is a game going on, Game of Tomes, obviously themed on Game of Thrones, where it's a competition to see which house gets more words written in that time. And if you are going to be doing Game of Tomes, I am supporting it. I am not one of the houses. I am not writing for it. It's not something that works for me in terms of how I do my writing. But if you're going to do Game of Tomes, your writing sprints during November will, the ones done on Kahuna Quiet, will count. Yeah. So you have an entire day of writing sprints that you can count towards your house in the Game of Tomes competition. So we've got that going. And again, the pie one is just a matter of you donating those crowns. We are at some ridiculous number right now. Let me see if I can find out real quick for you. Let's see. Last I saw, we were at 4%. We're now at 12% for the Mrs. Kahuna's Pie Challenge. Doing a lot in November. Spent most of it. Awesome. Welcome. Thanks for spending that day. The Kahuna Pie Challenge is at 12%, which means we've done about, what is that? 48,000 points have already been given in a week towards the Pie Challenge. The Pie Challenge is, of course, what will happen is you will donate the crowns, and when we hit that amount on this stream, on the Kahuna Happy Hour stream, the Friday after we hit it, Mrs. Kahuna will take an empty pie crust, will fill it with whipped cream, and hit me in the face with it. Live on stream. You'll watch the whole thing. There are people, really pushing for this. And hence, therefore, we are at 12% of goal already. And we have until December 25th to hit that goal. If we're at 12% a week in, that means we're roughly 8 weeks away, which is somewhere in November. Oh, yeah, right around Thanksgiving. Yes, can you imagine? Black Friday, I get a pie and a kisser. That would be interesting. So that's where that stands. Let me see here, make sure I haven't missed any chats from the other channels. Not that I'm really concerned, because I never see anybody there. Yeah, if you're on Facebook, you can drop comments in the comments. That's where it usually goes. Same with YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, I'm just going to drop a line that says, "Let me know you're here." There's nobody there, but I'm going to say, "Let me know you're here," just in case. So watching both streams and enjoying myself. Had an interesting conversation. I think it was yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. One that was, I guess, required some explanation, and I'll kind of go into it here. I go by Kahuna on this stream, and in fact, on all of the streams that you're familiar with, I go by the Kahuna. Mrs. Kahuna goes by Mrs. Kahuna. Obviously, our names are not Kahuna. So why do we do that? Are we hiding? Well, obviously I wasn't yesterday, because I had a screen up the entire time that had my name on it, my real name. Let me see here. Nope, nothing yet. So why do I not use my name? Well, here's the thing. Kahuna is a slightly, welcome to the people who are here. Yes, you're coming in, coming and going. I see it go up to 5, I see it go down to 3, I go up to 2, it goes up to 4. If you're here, say hi. The Kahuna is a filtered version of me. And what I mean by that is, I'm going to be opinionated. But I keep that to my personal thing. You'll find we try not to talk about politics on this or terribly divisive issues. It does come up occasionally. We'll be talking about something in chat and it comes up. We will talk about it, but we're not going to bring it up because we want to have fun. This is primarily about having fun. If you guys go to a place where it's like, okay, this is the conversation we're having, let's have the conversation. We have no fear of that. But I try not to espouse those things right here. I try not to bring them up and make them the topic. If it's part of the conversation, it's part of the conversation. But we don't try to bring that up. As opposed to other social media that I partake in, where I have no problem bringing that kind of stuff up because I feel having information is better than not. So that's why I don't use both names, is because I try to keep those separate enough so that people know that when they're seeing the Kahuna, we're going for fun. We're going for fun, we're going for understanding, we're going for camaraderie, and we're going for talking about stuff, talking about what you want to talk about, what we want to talk about, whether it's writing, whether it's world building, whether it's Minecraft, whether alcoholic beverages. It's happened. I don't have one today, by the way. This is my version of Kahuna Quencher today. It's just a Jack in the Box cup. Yeah, it's been one of those days. Yeah, if you're in the chat, you're welcome to lurk. I have no problem with it. Just let me know you're here, though. You know, I'm not going to call on you. This isn't, high school. I'm not going to call you out. That's not the way it works. Let's see here. Let's see if I recognize any names that are lurking. You guys know we can do that? We can actually look and see. Whoa, what was that glitch? That was unique. Never seen that glitch before. They're hacking me. Let's see who's here. Maybe. Let's see. So what's coming up? Not anything terribly exciting. I am going to be doing some more writing. I've actually been compiling a list of all the different voices that I can do. Let's see, I recognize a few of those names. I've been compiling a list. I'm up over 40 voices. And actually, if you expand some of those out into different versions, for example, I've got Western voices. Well, Western is there's a whole range of Western. I've got Southern voices. There's a whole range of Southern. Northeastern voices. There's a whole range of those. Canadian, Midwestern. All kinds of. There's numerous voices within those. British accents, different types of British and Scottish and Irish accents. When you add all those up, I'm probably somewhere in the neighborhood of about 60 different voices that I can do, or that I'm working on. Some of them I haven't quite nailed. For example, Bart Simpson. I haven't quite got Bart Simpson down yet. Cowabunga, man. Not quite there. So some I need to listen to more and figure out. That's where that sits. But on my Discord channel, and I might as well share that link. On my Discord channel, you can. Oh, slow. There we go. Oh, no, because I typed it wrong. On my Discord channel, you can. There we go. You can go on, and there's the Kahuna list will be posted in the Kahuna Reads channel, and you can go and see all the names. And if you ever want me to read something in one of those voices, you can pick from there, or try to stump me. I found I have more cartoon voices in me than I thought. Women's voices are a little trickier, but I work on them. So, you know. Well, hello, doggo. The doggo has arrived. Hello. Apparently she knows it's Friday and she's wondering where Mom is. So, doggo has been barking at squirrels outside. Squirrels quite enjoy it, because they just sit there and stare at the dog while the dog tries to paw its way through the glass. So, that's how that works. Doggo! Doggo. She's going to start nipping at my elbow. Oh, no. She's just going to go right down with it. Ah, she found a rope toy. She's going to go with that. Let's see. So, I've been spending a lot of my free time thinking about where I'm going with all this. And I think a lot of streamers do. One of the things that when I started doing the streams was in conjunction with a World Anvil affiliated group. I shouldn't even say affiliated. We're all from World Anvil. It's the Anvilite Streaming Group. If you don't know what they are, and you are a streamer, you can go there. That is a list of, that's the list, everything about the Anvilite Streamer Corps. You can go to there to find a schedule of who's streaming, and most of these people are world building streamers. Okay, they stream about writing, they stream about map making, they stream about world building, about storytelling. As I get better hardware, I will be streaming. Yeah, hardware is an issue. Hardware is an issue. I've got a laptop that I tax to the max on a daily basis. Part of the reason for doing all this is I'm hoping at some point I will be able to afford a better setup so I can do more work. But I started with the Anvilite Streaming Corps, and I started off doing one stream a week. Fairly quickly, that became two. It started with a Friday stream, and then on Sundays, I started doing the Kahuna Reads. A lot of people started asking me how to do things, so I started the Kahuna Help stream, which is Tuesdays. So, 3 days a week. Sunday, Tuesday, Friday. And then I realized that I wanted to work on stuff, but it was silly not to just go ahead and stream while I was working on stuff, because if somebody had questions, they could ask them. I just had to be quiet for Mrs. Kahuna, which is on the other side of the green screen teaching. And thus came the quiet streams. So now I'm streaming about 30 hours a week. It's a fair amount of streaming. So, where am I going with this? What's the game plan? Something Mrs. Kahuna asks me often. I want to keep streaming. I enjoy this. I enjoy talking to you guys. I enjoy showing what I do and what I can do. I enjoy seeing what you guys do. I enjoy the communication between myself and the folks who watch. It's a great conversation that we have on a regular basis. So, what I'm trying to do is build this up, obviously. I want more people watching, because talking to myself is boring, although I'm quite good at it. I'd like to have more people watching, and I would like more subscribers, obviously. But I'm not going to ask you to subscribe necessarily. I'm not going to go, hey, would you spend some money to subscribe? Not the way I'm going to work it. If you like what I do and you can't afford to give a little support, awesome. If not, just follow. And if you can't do those, tell a friend and come and watch. Tell them about the Sunday stream. Tell them about Kahuna Quiet if they're a writer. That's all I'm asking from you guys. If you subscribe, I will be incredibly grateful. What I'm really looking for is just tell a friend. Along the lines, I'm looking to do voice work. If someone has stuff they want me to read, maybe an audiobook, maybe it's just an article, maybe it's copy from an ad. Come on over. Let's talk. No, come on over. Let's talk. I want to do voice work, but I also want to expand the stuff that I started on in World Ambling, which was getting stories out of my head that have been there for 30 plus years. I've started that. You can see the Hargus Hurry House Adventures on my world. You can see them, and that's what I've started. I have 3 chapters out there written. I want to continue those adventures. I want to expand the world of Arnathia, where the Hargus Hurry House Adventures are based. I want to expand that world. I want to make that a world where people may want to come in and write, or create adventures for them to play in, for example, RPG modules. I want to expand that out. I want that whole world to populate. That might be by myself, that might be with partners. But to do all that, I have to have time to do that. And while I have time right now, there's also the, nagging, geez, when will I be able to actually go to work? Which is not something that's out there at the moment, health-wise. So that's what my goal is. I want to expand all this. Yes, they are lofty dreams. You got to start somewhere, right? So here I am. If you are someone who wants to stream, Rabbit, I'm talking to you. And anybody else who wants to stream. Do it. It doesn't need to be fancy. You literally need the camera and the internet connection. It doesn't have to be fancy. Look, I've got all this crazy stuff going on the screen. That's because I'm a geek. And I can fix things when they break on the fly, which I've had to do more than once. You want to stream, start basic. Figure out who you are in your stream. Okay? Be you, but learn how to be you on camera. That is tricky. Learn how to talk to people on camera. It's tricky. Only thing stopping me at this point is the fact that my social pro order keeps going. Okay. That's entirely valid. If you're using an external camera, I don't know if you've got a USB port you can connect to, but if you use an external camera, it will take some of it off of that, and you can just leave the Surface Pro sitting on a cooler, like, one of the fan coolers. There's always a way. It's not ever, I shouldn't say that, it's rarely going to be the best way when you're starting. Unless you've got buckets of cash, like Scrooge McDuck, it's never going to be the prime way. I started my streaming in our garage downstairs, on my workbench. I hung a green screen behind me there, tacked to the shelf. Technically it wasn't tacked, I actually hung a curtain rod, but I'm good at that. Uh-oh, I think we're being raided. Here they come. I'm not doing sound effects today. We are being boarded. I see DM Stretch. Who else is coming? Rowan is here. Rowan and DM Stretch and the rest of the privateers are coming aboard. Please, please, you have permission to board. Please come aboard. Here they come. Mikaro is here. Sable is here. And the funny thing is, even though I'm streaming to 2 other platforms, there's nobody there. See? See, only Twitch knows. Ian Comedy, thank you for following. Awesome. Thank you for following. Welcome aboard, all. As the chat starts to catch up, we were just discussing, Rabbit and the Lurkers and I, we were just discussing starting streaming. What do you need to start streaming? Welcome, Aaron! Now, what do you need to start streaming? You need to want to. Oh, Rabbit, thank you! Thank you so much! Thank you, I appreciate that. Gift tier. He's trying to knock down Dizzy, who's up there in the stream box, I can tell. He's going for Dizzy. Just, if Lorraine shows up, we're in trouble. She had that title for about 2 minutes left. Thank you, Aaron, for moving the pie challenge along. So what do you need to start streaming? Well, I mean, you gotta want to. It's like anything, right? If you want to do it, start. Yes, it can be difficult. You gotta have equipment, yeah. But the minimum equipment you need is a computer, a camera, and an internet connection. Those 3, and you're moving right along. You don't need anything fancy. You don't need massive overlays. You don't need crazy stuff. You need those 3 things. And you. Uh-oh. Did Mrs. Kahuna just beat me here? No, it was not Mrs. Kahuna. So, you need to be you. That's why people will come back to your stream, is you. The way you talk to them, what you give them, and that's what you should be doing, is giving. Give of yourself. It will come back. It does. I am amazed by, and look, I've got 100 and, what do I got? Right about 100 followers. I think it's 100, yeah, right 100, right on the money. Music is loud. Okay, let me fix that. I can fix that. I have that power. Yeah, take the music down just a little bit. All right, hopefully that's a little better. Hopefully you can hear me a little better there. Mic a little bit more. There we go. That's probably a little better for you guys. Hopefully you're not hearing too much mic noise when I do that. So hopefully that's a little better. And let's do this too. Just because, yeah, I'm peaking now. Maybe not. Give of yourself. Let people know who you are, what you're about. You don't have to be fake. I mentioned at the very top of the stream that, this week was an interesting conversation about I had let my real name on screen for most of the day. I didn't care. I don't use Kahuna as a mask. Kahuna is me. I'm Leo. Leo is Kahuna. The only difference is Kahuna restricts some of the things he talks about. himself. Meaning, I don't bring up certain topics myself. If somebody brings them up, we'll talk. We'll chat and we'll have a great old time. But I don't bring them up. As Kahuna. As Leo, darn straight Skippy, I'll bring stuff up. But that's not who I am on these streams. I'm just Kahuna. I'm just the old guy who's occasionally grumpy and likes to make funny voices with his throat. That's who I am. The guy who likes to do CSS because, he's going nuts. The guy who likes to tell stories, to help people figure out their stories. That's who I am. And I am that guy outside of Kahuna. There are some freaks out there. Here's the thing, though. It would not be difficult for anyone to figure out who I am and where I am. That went out the window 20 years ago. Before anybody was really getting crazy about this stuff, I had enough stuff out there that if you want to, you can track me. You can track back to my very first email address. Yeah, it's not in use. It disappeared long ago. But there are still places where you can see my very first email address from 1993. Okay? We're pushing 30 years ago. That's how old that email address is. You can still find it if you really want to. So, I don't do it to hide. Never have. I've been public. I used to edit a magazine. It was a nationally distributed magazine on home technology a little over 20 years ago. And my face and my name were in it every month. I made appearances on TV and on radio. And, I went to trade shows and people knew who I was. I don't do this to hide. Now, Mrs. Kahuna, that's a wholly different issue. And if you know who I am, you kind of can find Mrs. Kahuna, but you're really going to have to work at it. Because Mrs. Kahuna is careful. She's a teacher. She has to be careful about what's out there. And we are. So I try not to mention Mrs. Kahuna, her real name. It's not like it's that difficult to find. There's nothing embarrassing about it. It's simply the fact that, it was funny one day. She was mentioning something, one of her students was watching something online while he was in class, and Mrs. Kahuna said, would you turn off Twitch, student? He says, you know Twitch? What she didn't tell them was I was doing Kahuna Quiet on the other side of the curtain. She's like, yes, I know Twitch. She also didn't tell them that she does this stream every week because, they would try to find her. That's the main reason we do it, is it could cause awkward issues in school. Nothing we do is out of line, but it's kind of like running into your student at the grocery store. It's always weird, and it's happened a few times. Ryder Greg has it. Oh, man. That both saddens me and angers me. It saddens me because I like Ryder Greg a lot. I think he's always trying to be positive, trying to do great things, trying to help other people. So I really like Ryder Greg. It angers me that somehow he's been exposed to this. Yes, I'm trying to keep things light, but this is a touch point. The reason I get angry about it is, look, I do not have great health. Right here, it's about a 9-inch scar. I have lost about 30% of my heart's pumping capacity because about 30% of the muscle tissue is done, dead. Can't come back. Front area right here, the heart. Left ventricle, front area, that muscle is dead tissue. So, a virus that attacks the cardiovascular system is very dangerous for me. I used to drive as a Lyft driver. I haven't done it in 6 months. Why? Because I can't afford the risk. And there were far too many drivers telling the stories that people were getting in their car and refusing to put on a mask. It got bad enough that Uber started taking out ads telling people, no mask, no ride. But they're still doing it. That's not a position I can allow myself to be in. For my health, for my family. I don't really want to leave my kid behind, or I don't want to make my wife a widow. I want to be around for a long time. I have a bet with Mrs. Kahuna that I'm going to outlive her. Even if it's just for me to go, just live long enough for me to go, I told you. Yes, I'm that vindictive. I will live just long enough. And so those people make me mad. Dude, Ashley, welcome. There's somebody there. Hey, look at that. Somebody new. It's over on YouTube for those of you who can't see. Ashley is someone I used to work with. Welcome to the stream. Mrs. Kahuna will be joining us shortly. She stopped at KFC on the way home. I'm not going to subject you guys to watching me eat on screen. I do that enough during Kahuna Quiet. Sounds like you. Yeah, Siobhan, I know with your condition, you've got the same kind of thing. You can't be out there. You can't risk it. And yet there are people who do it every day. My pet peeve lately has been this mask. You know, the nose above it, or even worse, this one. It's just hitting their lower lip. Their mouth is completely uncovered, and so is their mustache. Drives me nuts. I kind of want to just go up to those people and just snip the mask off. Let's see. Aegon, hang on a second here. I have to allow your message because it says it's hostile because there's an idiot word. Every idiot who is too selfish or entitled to wear a mask angers me every time I see it. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I have no argument with that. And they anger me too. But you know what? They're going to do that. All I can do is be as safe as I can. I have found that most of those people aren't going to change their mind until it happens to them. And then all of a sudden it's too late. They go from not believing to crushed in a moment. Mrs. Kahuna has arrived at home. She says she'll be right here. I try to leave my haven off-grid in the woods more than once a week for the dangers of town. Yeah, Rowan, you live out in the... Oops. You live out in the boonies, if I remember right. I think you said the nearest civilization is 2 hours away. I think I remember that. Yeah, you know what? In town isn't the problem. It's just individuals. You know, one of my biggest fears right now is our county is talking about Mrs. Kahuna starting back up inside the classroom. That's a scary thought for me and for her. See, the problem is that it says wear a mask, not wear a mask properly. Yeah, well, haven't left the house except to drop off a care package to my parents since March. Wow, Aegon. You've done better than us. We've gone out. There's no question. They relaxed things for a while, and we went to dinner. What? Mrs. Kahuna's socks are missing. She must have left them under the desk. And Zoe the husky has confiscated them, and now they are not to be seen for who knows how long.
Till the middle of the night.
Yeah, in the middle of the night, she'll all of a sudden show up with them. 2 hours out of, although one of the hours of driving is because I got 8 miles of private road on gumbo clay. Woof. Wow.
What?
Bad
That's
clay.
supposed to be over here.
Oh, you want to chat over there too?
Yeah, because I can't read that.
Mrs. Kahuna needs a chat.
You know.
Say hi, Mrs. Kahuna.
Hi, Mrs. Kahuna.
What?
You said say hi, Mrs. Kahuna, so I did.
George Burns and Gracie Allen all over again.
Uh-huh.
Say goodnight, Gracie. Goodnight, Gracie. Mm-hmm. Let me pull up a chat for Mrs. Kahuna so she can read it, while she gets on her phone. I've had no one to pick on for nearly an hour.
Not
Hey.
my problem.
It is if I pick on you.
Well, why would you pick on me? I'm your wife and you love me.
Does that stop you from picking on me?
Why are you so behind over there?
Because that's YouTube. I'm watching the YouTube chat, and I actually have Facebook up as well. But Facebook, the actual stream is not working very well, but I can see people there. I think Ashley's still there.
I don't even know who Ashley is.
Ashley used to work with Ashley at the Guitar Center in Mesa.
Oh, was she the lessons person over there?
No, Ashley worked in the rentals across the way.
Oh, I don't remember her.
Sorry, Ashley. Didn't. Chat's coming. Relax. See, Rowan has contributed to the pie challenge. Moonflower says one of my messages is not showing up on the chat. Whoa. It didn't?
What did it say? Was it something that we have to approve? Because that's that thing you've got, that filter thing?
I know. Let me go back up.
What are you looking for? What was it?
Let's see. Grumpy's here.
Where?
He's right there.
Hi, Grump.
The one I saw from you, the only one I hadn't caught yet was Minimum. Is that the one? Keeps the visitors to a minimum. Yeah. The stretchers here. Macaro. Hey.
Hey, look. I got my nails done.
It said about I social distance with 10-foot rule.
10 plus foot. Hey, Grumpy. Nice to see you online. I just saw you last night.
That's not a bad idea, Moonflower. That really isn't a bad idea. 10 plus feet. I mean, 6 plus is the thing around here. If it was Agamemnon game saying that, I'd be unsure who was meant. Oh, you know what? For some reason, I didn't see him come through. I don't think it got modded out because I didn't get a message for it. So, weird Twitch glitches.
So,
Twitchy glitchy.
What's our conversational topic today, ladies and gentlemen?
We've been kind of all over the place. I've talked about what it takes to start streaming.
Which God.
Which is basically you need to want to. Mm-hmm. Or get cajoled into it like Mrs. Kahuna. Yeah, it was her idea.
I've never tried the Peking duck Pringles.
Grumpy got he got modded out.
Yeah, but it's okay.
I added. It was apparently he said crazy white people and
it went away.
No, it allowed it.
Oh, but it's not here.
It added it.
Okay.
It was probably already rolled off. Your wife hates the Peking duck Pringles.
I'm not a duck fan. Yeah, because anything that could potentially be considered. Knock it off! Anything that could be potentially considered inflammatory.
Yep.
Gets flagged.
Unless I tell it it's okay, and now crazy white people is okay.
You need to stop looking at me.
We've had all kinds of weird ones. We had one guy, another streamer, Zog Mad Dog. His name would get modded out because Zog is a derogatory term used by white supremacists. Found that out later. Can you imagine if I was live? Woof.
Yes, we play Cards Against Humanity on a regular basis. We know exactly what to expect.
Music is loud. Can't hear you well. You know what? Let me lower the music
Why don't
because.
you just turn it off?
Well, no, we like having a little music. I can turn it. I can turn the music
What
down.
is your problem?
The husky is deciding to converse with us. Pringles rice fusion Peking duck with hoisin sauce flavor.
I like hoisin sauce.
Wow.
I'm not a duck fan. Anaheim Ducks or real duck.
Hey.
Blackhawks rule. They at least were in the playoffs and made it to the second round.
Yeah, well, okay. My team will get a good draft pick.
You hope. You hope. And the Bears are 3-0. Woot woot.
See how we went from COVID to Bears when she
Well, it
shows
started
up?
out with duck.
We were at COVID when you walked in.
Yes. Well, that was one of the things that Dr. Smart was discussing with me was COVID.
Ah.
And how... Oh, yes. Thank you, Rabbit. I love the fact that you are a Blackhawks fan. He was discussing the fact that the stress of COVID can elevate all kinds of numbers in your blood work, and he was not concerned about the few elevated numbers that I did have.
The few
Unless they continue to elevate.
Ah. We'll have to go over those results.
We did already.
We did?
Yeah, I had the blood work done the same time you did.
Oh.
The last time, not this time.
Well, that was June.
Yeah, I don't have to have it done again until February. I'm not a heart patient.
That's my next. Well, no, that's my next one. Yeah, next one is February.
Yeah, but you just
I
had
just
it
had
done
it
today.
Yesterday, yeah.
Yesterday, that's right.
Yesterday. Yeah.
So I don't have to have it done again until February.
Awesome.
Yes, it is awesome.
So, as you can see, Mrs. Kahuna is imbibing. So if you're not, please get yourself a glass. In Albany, New York now, but grew up in Lafayette, Indiana.
Albany, New York. I wonder if they know Offspring
We've already
number
mentioned
3's friend.
I don't know. I know that wouldn't be a good thing to bring up.
I know.
I took Mrs. Kahuna to her first blackout game. Yes.
Yes.
The same night.
It's so funny because we were just talking about that.
Yep.
It was November 2nd, 2016, the day after we got engaged.
We got engaged. Went to her first.
Second hockey game in a year. It was the second one.
Was the second one, not the first one?
No, it was the second one because we went to either the Flyers game or I think it was the Flyers, and the two women in front of us were Flyers fans.
And then
the
the Cubs
second
won.
one, yeah, the second
while we
one.
were there.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So, those kind of experiences.
Actually, the Blackhawks game though was not the one where the Cubs won the World Series. The first Blackhawks game in California was in April of 2017. Because the other two that year were played in Chicago. I remember this for a fact. Because the day of the April Hawks game in 2017, I was supposed to be at an award ceremony. Actually, my principal was supposed to be at an award ceremony for one of my students, but had to back out because a parent never picked up their kid from school. And I remember sitting in the back of Grumpy's car with dark black windows, texting with my principal, saying, "Stop texting me, I'm going to a hockey game."
Now I know why the dog is in here. She detected a squirrel. Squirrel!
I can leave, and then you won't have to worry about squirrelish behavior.
They like your squirreling.
Really? Wow, then why are you teasing me like that?
Because that's
They're
my
gonna
job.
get mad at you, and then you're not gonna have followers on your other streams.
That's my job, is to tease you, just like you tease me. She's like, I never tease you. Yes, you do.
I never said I didn't tease you.
Quite often. Hello, Darth!
What are those?
What are those?
They look like chickens or cats on a rainbow thing.
I think they're squirrels.
Oh, that makes sense.
They are squirrels with rainbow tails.
They have rainbow tails?
Rainbow tails, yeah. See, look. It's a squirrel, and then the tail comes out, and it's a rainbow.
Oh.
Rainbow tail squirrels.
Or it could be a squirrel pooping rainbows.
I'm going to go with tail. I'm going to go with squirrel. I'm going to go with tail. Because, only unicorns poop rainbows.
Karen.
Karen, hey, Karen. Welcome. There you go. Have wine. And we have more.
It's a tail. No, I'm going
It is
with
tail.
I'm going with rainbow poop. It's better.
No,
it's more
it's a
fun.
tail. It's a tail. I said it's
Because
tail.
everything eventually in this house turns to poop or farts. It just, the conversation somehow ends up there. It's true.
It's kind of a family thing. If we get through dinner and
Poop has not been mentioned.
poop has not been mentioned,
Or bodily functions.
there's something wrong. Yeah, it's kind of the way it is.
Okay. Okay.
It's kind of the way it is. Stuff happens, and we just kind of go, what? It happened one day. We actually had gone on a trip.
With Grumpy.
With Grumpy. We had gone to a trip to San Francisco, and inevitably, every day the conversation was going that way. And one of the days, we got in the car. I am not joking. We didn't get on.
It was Saturday.
We got in the car. We started to pull out.
We hadn't even gotten out of the driveway.
We hadn't gotten out of the driveway, and poop came up.
It was like a record for poop being mentioned
it was like
quickly.
It wasn't even 2 minutes.
It's like the big joke now.
Yeah, so now poop has to come up. It's okay, Darth. We have this.
That's okay. It's hard to be a Bears fan. There are many days where it is extremely painful to be a Bears fan, so I don't blame you. I grew up watching the Bears just like I grew up watching the Cubs. So my loyalties were formed at a very early age.
I watch hockey.
I did not start watching hockey till about 10 years ago.
My best sports day, testosterone-filled sports day, was a day when my brother and I went to an Angels game when they were playing the Yankees in the World Series. Angels were way ahead in the 7th, so we took off our Angels jerseys, put on our Ducks jerseys, and walked literally half a mile
Across the street. Yeah, basketball though, not for me, Grump.
To the Honda Center and watch the
Ducks.
opening night of the Ducks. So World Series there, opening night for Ducks on the other side.
Oh, I don't know this person. Who is this?
Oh, this is Kit. We've had Kit on the stream before.
I have never seen that name before.
Yeah. Because we discussed it's Filipino.
After decades of sorrow and despair, I know how that feels as a Bears fan and a Cubs fan. Like 10 decades of sorrow and despair for the Cubs.
Yes, because she saw me reach for
The scepter of power.
We're gonna get it. Oh, okay. You hold it.
That way I don't get wet.
If she starts again, give it to her.
I had no one to root for until the Ravens came. I remember my father raging when the Colts snuck out in the middle of the night. I remember when the Colts left Baltimore. Everyone here is losing their minds over Stanley and I bet they are. I bet. I remember when I started watching hockey was 2009 maybe into 2010 when the Blackhawks won a Stanley Cup. Like it was like 10, what was it, 10, 12, 13, 15, something like that when they won the cup. That was like the first year that I actually started watching hockey again.
And it was kudos to the Lightning. They did a
They
great
played
job.
fantastic.
They played wonderfully. They were the people I was rooting for, so awesome. Stamkos coming in for one game.
That was so cool.
Scoring on
Not
his
even
first
one
shift,
game.
his first shot.
He came in one shot, done.
And scores. It was amazing. My wife just showed me a hilarious Dutch meme image. A hilarious Dutch meme image.
Okay.
Is it online? It's online. Drop a link in. Links are allowed. Two dogs talking. First dog. Why are all humans suddenly muzzled? Second dog. Because they don't understand the commands sit and stay.
Oh, mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, they don't. Sit and stay. No. Look, we go out for when we need stuff. Groceries,
Coke.
supplies.
Coke.
Well, yeah. Iced tea.
We only stop and get iced tea when we're out for something we really need, like a Home Depot run.
A Home Depot run. I'm waiting for my team to win the Stanley Cup.
And your team is? Wait, Seattle Kraken. Are you Seattle? Because they haven't started yet.
I'm waiting for the Kraken.
Is Siobhan in? No.
No, Siobhan's, you're Georgia, right? No, Barbarossa's Georgia. Siobhan is...
Canada somewhere. Canucks. Oh.
Rabbits the Canucks, right? Oh, no, it's Canucks. Okay.
Canucks.
I'm sorry, I'll have to root against you every single time.
Sorry. Although it's kind of interesting because every time I shouldn't say every time. We've been to a few of not the Canucks games, but the Calgary Flames games. They cannot win at Honda Center. Cannot win. That's not funny.
But Canucks are another one of those.
Reb, was I here when they mentioned Canucks?
British Columbia. Yeah, Siobhan's mentioned it a number of times.
Yeah.
We're just bad at this.
No, not all of us. I'm better at single names instead of these months.
Waiting on the Caps to win another cup. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Fair.
I swear the clicking of my keyboard inspires the children to think of many questions. So how is everyone? We are surviving.
We're doing all right. We're doing all right. It's like everybody, you make it through. What's the alternative?
How do you sit on this side of the curtain all day long without the
She, her is correct. That's what I thought. How do I what?
How do you sit on this side of the curtain all day long without any breeze?
Well, go move the fan.
It'll then ripple the ocean.
Oh, so it ripples the ocean. It's rippling it now.
Not that you can tell.
Okay. Yeah, that was a ripple just went by. I remember. See, get there over your shoulder.
Oh, well, that's why I'm not noticing them. It's from me moving.
No. Those are wind. See?
Those are wind?
That's the curtain moving.
Sorry, trying to make sure I am saying the correct one.
It is she. For Siobhan.
I just want to make sure. You know what? They is the safest bet nowadays.
Yeah.
And I've really started to embrace the they. But I will take the she, her. I will do my best to remember the she, her.
I think at some point here I'm going to need to make a list. But see, I've seen images of Siobhan. And once I do that, then I can make the connection. So
we follow the Golden Knights too. We like them.
I like the Golden Knights. I think that was a team that really got put together very well.
Yeah, their team management did a really nice job.
Really nice job. Although it looks like they're going to lose Fleury. Very good chance they lose Fleury.
Yeah, but is that such a loss right now?
Right now it's not.
No.
Right now it's not.
They've got Leonard from the Hawks.
Although Leonard is...
Oh, they did already? Did he leave? Is he retiring, or did they just let him go? I'm just curious.
Well, I think they put him on
waivers.
I could be wrong.
Most likely, though, the Blackhawks are going to lose Crawford, which is going to SUCK bad.
Yeah. I love. I'm telling you, I know what it's going to be. Their cheer is when they come out. It's going to be release the Kraken. It's going to happen. That's going to release the Kraken, and it'll have some strange noise that goes with it.
Marc-Andre
Fleury. Yes, that Fleury is a name that has quite a bit of history in the NHL.
Well, what's weird too is there are a couple Canes and there are a couple Tazes.
Yeah.
And that just freaks me out. If it is not, I will never watch a game again. It better be.
Oh, they released the Kraken.
Oh. I'm like, what are we talking about here? I missed something.
It better, yeah. Release the Kraken better be there.
By the way, the socks that I lost and think Zoe took, I think they're my purple ones.
Yeah.
So if you happen to see them, you know they're mine.
We somehow got back to socks.
Because because it was not Cosmic Leap. I got my manicure and pedicure yesterday. So this morning I put some heel cream on because I hadn't had a pedicure in a long time. So I put the heel cream on, and then you have to put socks on so it doesn't get all over everything. So I put the purple socks on because today was school spirit day, black and purple. Purple socks, purple shirt, black pants. And I took the socks off because I got hot. And then when I went to the doctor, I put shoes on, so I took the socks off because I was wearing flip-flops. And just now I had an itch on my heel, which reminded me that I used to have socks on, which reminded me then that Zoe took the socks from under my desk. Not a cosmic leap.
This is how conversations go in this house.
And I am not the only one, trust me.
No. I do not squirrel.
No, but you try to explain the non-cosmic leaps as well.
I do. I can back up pretty much any conversation I've had. I can back up all the way to the beginning.
No, Mr. Kahuna owns white socks or black socks. Black socks only ever get worn with dress pants. They don't even get worn with black jeans. Okay, white socks it is. And it's not even, okay.
If I wear the socks.
Hold it. He has a pair of, what are those called?
What?
Your checkered shoes.
Vans.
Vans. He has a pair of Vans, like the old-fashioned slip-on black and off-white checkered shoes. Oh, here they are. They happen to be under the desk.
Sorry about that.
Here they are. They're off-white, not white. Hey,
yeah, they're not actually white. They're not actually white. They are actually a canvassy color.
I tried very hard to get him to purchase the no-show socks to wear with these because, he doesn't.
I don't like...
All of his socks
I don't like socks to begin with.
Mid-calf socks. So when he wears the white mid-calf socks with the shorts and the goofy shoes...
Way to go, Kit.
He looks like he should be mowing the lawn.
Hey, Kit. I had those when I was in high school.
Oh no, Rabbit, you were raised a White Sox fan?
With the Vans checkered socks.
It's okay.
Yeah, the funky sock wearer in this house is offspring number 3.
Because theirs never match.
Intentionally.
Yeah.
Intentionally just does not match them. So that's their style. That's how they go with it. They go with the flow. By the way, if you're still on Facebook, drop a comment in. I'm watching to make sure I don't miss anything.
I'm not.
What?
Watching.
Oh.
Facebook.
I am.
I know. I'm watching the big chat because that's the one I can read.
You wore them in high school too? Was your high school as long ago as mine? Because mine's a long time ago.
I wore, you know what I wore? I wore white Keds with the little logo on the back, the little black blue logo on the back.
Compression stockings all the time, so my socks don't matter.
Yes,
fair enough.
We have a friend like that.
Who wears compression socks?
Yeah. And compression pants and compression shirts.
Oh.
They used to live here.
I don't pay attention.
They used to live here.
Okay.
I know because I did the laundry.
Mine was a fair amount back. Ooh, Facebook. Yes. We're streaming live to 3 different platforms.
I just don't care. My socks are either cotton or wool. Oh, I hate wool socks.
Yeah,
and as long as
wool is good in the cold.
Matches, it's all good. I hate wool socks. They make my bottom of my foot itch.
Wear socks every once in a while.
I wonder who that could be. Me too. Me too.
So, you know what? I'm gonna try something here and see if it works.
What are you gonna do?
Because I think we're missing stuff in the actual stream.
What stream?
Facebook.
In the what?
Comments in the Facebook stream.
How are we missing that?
Well, because I'm not actually looking at the video.
Oh.
It says there's one person watching. So, whoever you are watching,
socks are
I'll try to find out who you are.
You know what? Oh no, I can't do double socks ever.
To minus 40. That's cold.
I would not live there. I lived in Chicago for a long time. I've experienced wind chill.
Minus 40.
Okay, we can't have that.
No, I know.
Totally
Cold.
drive me crazy.
Look how
I would not
stupid
live there.
look.
I lived in Chicago for. Guys, I really have to stop making faces. Sock, as in singular. Aaron, what do you mean you wear one sock? Do you only have one foot? Because if you do,
One sock at a time, as opposed to double socks. We were talking about double socks.
so someone said wear cotton underneath the wool socks. That's double socks. That's a cotton and then a wool. Aaron, you only have one sock, 1 foot? Wait, was that yes, I only have 1 foot? Or yes, I only wear 1 pair of socks at a time? Because I need to have that clarified for me. Haha, I was right. Aaron only has 1 foot.
Oh. Well, okay then.
So do you have a prosthetic foot? I'm curious. I'm always curious about these medical things.
Where's the chat now?
Gone. It's gone. Gone. You have a prosthetic. Okay. So you don't need to wear a sock on your prosthetic because it really wouldn't matter. But you probably have to wear some kind of, what do they call that? A sleeve maybe? So that the prosthetic doesn't irritate the skin. That's my guess. I have lots of side benefits, lack of people, and I own a 360 acre from my brother that was handed down in the family since my great granddad homesteaded it. Cool. There were enough typos in the original that I didn't even think about that. Oops. Typos in what original? Oh, socks are uncomfortable? I'm
I
trying to
don't
follow
wear
along.
socks or shoes if I can. I don't like wearing either of them.
I'm gonna go right now.
But you know.
But I wear slippers in this house because our oldest dog likes to pee everywhere. He hates to pee everywhere. So I wear my slippers.
Then you get to slip on the feet.
No, I don't. Because my slippers have little nubbies on them.
Aaron's a real name. Ah, got it.
Aaron's, what are you talking about?
You lost it. It's all the way up there.
Oh, okay.
I wear a sock every once in a while.
Oh.
Once knee.
Oh, I see it.
Once in a while.
Okay, wait. I am a former middle school English teacher. I can read almost anything. I can make sense out of almost
Well, yeah,
anything.
I don't know. Well, I was gonna say I don't notice typos, but yeah, I do. But in chats, I don't care about them. You're trying to watch Twitch and Facebook streams
Your
at the same time is a
insurance
mistake.
canceled it? Oh, well, Gettysburg. I've always wanted to go there. Never been. I honestly, the farthest, I've never actually, to my knowledge, touched the Atlantic Ocean. The farthest east I've been is Asheville, North Carolina. Never been any farther east. Well, I've been to Florida, but I never touched the Atlantic. I touched the Gulf of Mexico.
Rabbit, you had mentioned you were going for treatment. So, did they cancel it as in completely cancel it, or postpone it, or because I remember you had mentioned that. That's awesome. Glad you had a good time.
By the way, Aaron, if we were making fun of a cripple typing, it would be because they had only one hand. You said you have only 1 foot. Unless you type with your 1 foot.
You just justified it.
I just don't want one.
Okay, so it's not completely canceled. They
It's
just
just
have to postpone. Okay.
Was it postponed because of COVID?
You want to get by the 40, get the room.
Yeah, really. I only have one. You're lying, Aaron. You only have 1 hand and 1 foot? Okay, was this an accident that occurred, or was this something that you had all your life?
Rabbit, I get that. See, this is the part of the stream where we're having 2 different conversations at the same time.
Aaron, if I'm asking questions that you're not prepared to answer, I'm totally apologizing. I just am so curious about these things and adaptation, and I just think that is amazing that, people just go on about their regular day. Medicaid.
That explains it.
Okay.
So at least they're not telling you no, they're just telling you not there. What I'm getting.
Aaron, I have a whole new respect for you. Just want to say.
And Aaron does his stream. It's Ask an Old GM.
GM.
Game Master. on right before this.
Oh, well, we'll have to shoot that one. You'll have to show me.
Okay.
See, I have no clue what any of you look like. None. Because I never see any of you.
Okay, so
What's Nano?
that's the National Novel Writing Month. We talked about it last week.
Oh, yeah. It's all good. I am
Make the best of it, I guess.
Wow. I never knew that. Kudos to you, my friend. Kudos to you. What does that say?
Not true and true.
What are we talking
No,
about?
I think that means not true, and he was just correcting true.
Okay, I have a migraine and I'm stressed out, so I apologize if my joke really was inappropriate. I can't tell if you're joking around too or not.
Moonflower, relax.
Dude.
We're having fun.
Yeah, by the way, dude is for anyone.
Dude is California. We've just had this discussion.
Okay, it's generic.
Dude is, I'm dude. She's dude. The dog's dude. The cat, if we had one, would be dude.
We will never have a cat.
Probably not. She doesn't. Oh, I see. Okay, I follow back. You said you don't know what anybody looks like. You do
You're
know
right,
what,
I do know what you look like.
you know
I'm
what
sorry.
Grumpy looks like.
You were in my home last night. Dude is gender neutral.
Dude is non-gendered. In fact, it doesn't necessarily have to be a noun.
At least in the Midwest. Okay, dude is not a Midwest thing when I was there. I picked up dude and then moved out here.
Like I've mentioned it before.
I'm not joking that I have the best sense of humor around. That's great.
I mentioned on another stream. You can find it on YouTube, but it's Rob Schneider, the guy who's in all the Adam Sandler movies. The "You can do it" guy. He did a stand-up routine about dude, and like he said, he says, that guy is dude, that girl is dude, that grandma is dude. Dude can be anything. Dude could be hello. Dude. Dude can be, are you okay? Dude? Dude can be, man, did you screw up? Dude! It could be, is there an axe murderer in my closet? Dude. Dude is anything. Dude is,
I can't believe you just did that.
What?
I can't believe you just did that.
Did what?
Dude!
Yeah. Or, don't mess with me. Dude. It's a versatile word, man. It's kind of like aloha. Almost as versatile as the F word.
Yes, except dude is acceptable in an educational setting. The
Yes.
F word is not.
Yeah. You can use dude in far more settings
I use dude.
than the F word.
I use dude with my students all the time.
Yeah.
I even use it with my principal.
I've only ever had one person get offended by dude.
Was it my mother?
No.
But
No.
it could be.
Possibly, but no, it was a guy who actually worked for me. And so then I stopped calling him dude. And then I somehow slipped into calling him Sparky.
The flying hippo.
No, just Sparky.
It just reminded me.
Sparky the flying hippo. We did that
from
last week. Yeah. No, I just started calling him Sparky. He went to HR.
Did you get
Over Sparky.
Did you get in trouble?
No, they just pulled me in and said,
Stop calling him Sparky.
stop calling him Sparky. Just don't
Just
call him anything.
use
Just
his name?
Use his name. I'm like, all right.
I thought that was a dudette. A dudette is an ingrown hair on an elephant's butt.
There's a word on the horn. Okay.
That's okay, we'll take it.
Yeah,
Because sometimes that's why we're using it.
California is still dude.
Hi. Well, hello. Are you done being a snot?
Yes.
Now she's licking my leg.
The dog has come to visit again.
My home state or their home state? Oh, Indiana. My
Indiana.
home state is Illinois.
Mine is California. That's why I use dude regularly. But I never, ever used gnarly.
Oh, God.
Although
Gnarly, dude.
that was a surfer thing. I knew guys who used gnarly, man. Dude. Dude, the waves were so gnarly. Oh, I forgot to put that on my list of names, list of voices I can do.
Mine is confusion. I think all of us, state of confusion is one of those things.
Dude.
That or state of panic.
Surfer dude.
I realized that I know more about Canada than Indiana. Oh. It's alright. Pete Buttigieg is from Indiana.
We're not doing politics.
No, but I was just thinking Indiana.
Okay.
Who else do I know from Indiana?
The Colts.
They're not originally from Indiana.
But they're from Indiana now.
They are now. They're originally from Baltimore.
Right.
So you can't say. They were asking what home
I can't
states are.
remember my home state. you
I
can't
think it was California.
You can't remember what you had for lunch.
Do you remember what we had for dinner last night? Nah, I don't have an injury response, so I never panic. Oh.
Larry Bird from Indiana.
Oh, I didn't know that. He's a Hoosier.
And so, look, I got to do this as fair disclosure. Grumpy there is my brother from another mother.
Oh my God. So true. Last night. Oh my God.
I think I'm his token white person.
Oh,
Well, I
that's
guess we
cool.
found out there were 2 Indiana regiments that played big parts in battle. Oh.
I happen to know that the westernmost battle of the Civil War was fought in Arizona. Right by the mountain that's on the way down to Tucson. I can't remember what it's called. It'll hit me. Something Peak.
It's with a P, isn't it?
Picacho? Picacho Peak.
Picacho Peak. What they were doing fighting in Arizona before it was even a state,
Not a clue.
nobody knows.
Well, you need to make this phone call.
Yeah, I'll make it
Okay.
at some point.
We're paying off the wedding dress.
Yes. Yes, we had some unexpected...
We had an unexpected windfall.
Yeah. Don't tell anybody. I mean, what am I worried about? There's 13 people here.
Even if they tell someone, they don't know where the windfall came from.
This is true.
So we're paying off the wedding dress.
The wedding dress is getting paid off. And that way I don't have to worry about that anymore.
Nor do I. By the way, offspring number 2 wanted to see what my veil looked like from when I married their dad. So I found it. And I brought it out and showed it to them when they were here. She's like, yeah, I hate it. I'm like, okay.
Thanks for the judgment.
James Dean was a Hoosier too. James Dean. Wait, is he the one that was
Yes.
killed in the auto accident?
Yes.
By the place where we stopped for fudge and nuts on the way to Cambria?
Yes.
Look at me knowing this. And he was driving a, don't tell me, Corvette?
No.
No.
It's another seat.
Don't tell me. Don't type it. It was a,
Yes, you should, Grumpy.
it was not a Cadillac. It was a, not a Corvair.
No.
It was a, I don't remember.
Cobra. Yeah.
We passed by the intersection where he died. Okay, wait.
I may be the only one who got that one so far.
2 members of Guns N' Roses are from Lafayette, Indiana.
Yes.
I'm thinking I should be there for one of these. One of these what? And the Beach Boys did a song about it. Did a song about what? James Dean?
Yeah. Yeah. No, it wasn't the Beach Boys. It was the Eagles.
Henry
James Dean.
Jones Jr. is
Dean.
from Indiana too. Who's Henry Jones Jr.?
That's why I was laughing.
Oh, is that James Dean?
No.
Oh, who is it?
That's Indiana Jones. Henry Jones was his father. That's why he was Junior.
Junior.
Indiana was the dog.
Oh, wow. Dead Man's Curve. Is that what it's called?
Oh, no. Dead Man's Curve was not about James Dean.
Wasn't that the motorcycle one?
No, Dead Man's Curve was about
The
Jan and Dean, not James Dean. It was about Jan and Dean, and the curve on Mulholland Drive that everybody used to slide off of.
I had Axl Rose's mom as my teacher in middle school. Oh, that's kind of cool.
If she ever said, "Sweet child of mine," I need to know now. Yeah, it was a Jan Dean song. The Eagles did James Dean. A song called James Dean. Tony Stewart, okay.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You have a much broader musical knowledge base than anyone I know.
You were on the right track, but James Dean, Jan and Dean, it's pretty dang close.
It's okay.
That's an easy one to...
Dude, you are better with movies and music than I could ever be in my life.
Not even use your last name to it by Mrs. B.
Michael Jackson, Colonel Sanders, Kurt
Yeah.
Vonnegut. They're all from Indiana? I knew Michael Jackson was. Knock it off. And
That's as close as I get to a Michael Jackson. But she hates Michael Jackson.
It's not that I hate Michael Jackson. I hate Michael Jackson's...
She hates the hee-hees.
I hate the hee-hees and the whoos.
And I worked with both of them.
Kurt Vonnegut.
It's true, you did. Yes, Grumpy did work with both the Beach Boys
Yes.
and Janet.
I've seen the Beach Boys in concert. The original ones. Like,
I did too, but it was already too late.
yeah, it was too late.
It was like
the early 80s.
Like, boys, no. Faceless do not make your voices go higher.
Okay.
What?
Yep. Yeah, okay, let's just add the Jacksons in general.
Yeah. The entire Jackson family. It's weird, KFC.
You know what? We have KFC waiting for us because I didn't get Popeyes because Popeyes is on the left and KFC is on the right. So
Oh, the way you went, yes.
Yeah, so KFC is waiting for us in the microwave.
That's okay. KFC is good cold.
It's not cold. It's going to be,
It'll be warm. Yeah.
Because I
KFC is
put
good.
it in the microwave to keep it warm.
Keep it warm. Under
Yeah.
the hat.
No, there were so many things that it fills up the microwave. The hat didn't fit.
Okay.
There's the bucket, and then there's the biscuits. And
Oh,
then
you
there's
got a whole
the
bucket?
sides. I got
Awesome.
I got a bucket.
She got a bucket. She's been crazy. Mrs. Kahuna does not do fried stuff very well. And last night she says, I'm craving KFC.
I rarely do fried anything, and I really wanted Kentucky Fried. I'm gonna go and get more of
Beverage.
this. Do you need anything while I'm going down?
No, ma'am. Because I have
You got the
an
flask.
entire another one here that's
Okay.
ice cold.
I'll be right back, fans.
I froze. Who froze? Why did we freeze? Are we frozen? The writer of Garfield as well. I don't even know his name anymore. And hopefully, I mean, you mean the comic strip, not the movie, because the movie was pretty awful. It was one of Bill Murray's kind of sucky ones. So she's off to go get more wine. I have my soda. What's left of it? Jim Davis. That's right. That is the writer of Garfield. There's a lot of people. Well, yeah. Ernie Pyle. Why does that ring a bell? Gus Grissom. Virgil Gus Grissom at that. Well, Lincoln was born there, right? And then moved. Which movie? There were two Garfield movies. There were? Oh my God. That's just wrong. There should not be two of those movies. One shouldn't have been around. Well, I've seen no comments from Facebook since half an hour ago. They just don't love us on Facebook. He was raised in Indiana. Oh, okay.
Who was?
Lincoln.
Yes, but Illinois is the land of Lincoln.
She just conveniently put it off screen.
Well, because I'm going to do a plug for this,
Oh,
and I want to wait till it's appropriate.
war correspondent.
Who's the war correspondent?
The second is called A Tale of Two Kitties. Oh my God. There are two Garfield movies.
Why?
Exactly.
John Mellencamp, yeah. Ernie Pyle.
Who is Ernie Pyle?
I don't know.
Oh, war correspondent. Okay.
Oh.
Now I get it.
We
Yep.
caught it up. We
Yep.
caught it up. Caught
Yep.
up the brain.
Got it now. You're going to do a plug?
I have to. Because Of all of the adult beverages there are to imbibe, wine has to be my absolute favorite. I am not an oenophile in any way, shape, or form. I just love wine.
Oenophile isn't an enophile?
O-E. O. It's an O. Whatever. Anyway. Here we go. Or Redenbacher. So, take a look at this. I don't know. It looks very dark. I put ice cubes and two ice cubes in it just because it was not room temperature.
It's yours.
That's mine. It won't help you. But you can't really tell. Is there a light that we can put on this so that they can see the color of this?
Just a second.
You have to see the color of this. Okay, show them the color. Do you see the beautiful jewel tone of that wine? Okay.
Sorry.
And if you look, it doesn't have a whole lot of sugar in it. It doesn't have long legs. It's wonderful. This wine is not cheap. The only reason why we have it is because, you're right. More like a wino without the issues. The only reason why we have this bottle is because Bevmo was doing their 5-cent sale. So if you buy one, you get the second for 5 cents. So we bought this one at full price and got a second one for 5 cents. That's a schwa.
Enophile.
Enophile. Okay, so I've been saying it wrong for most of my adult life.
Most of your adult life.
Whatever. Anyway, I am a huge red wine fan. And this vineyard happens to be one of my all-time favorites. It's called Piatelli. Can you wait this way? It's called Piatelli. Okay. Their home base is in Mendoza. It's Luján de Cuyo. Do you know where that is?
Argentina.
It is in Argentina. Oh no! Wait till I'm done with my plug. So anyway, this is a Piatelli Reserve Malbec. The Piatelli winemakers are originally from Tuscany. They immigrated to Argentina in the 1940s, and they have been doing their winemaking there ever since. And
I get no money for this.
And Argentinian wines here in California, the good ones, are not cheap. I'm fine with like the $3.99 bottle of Red Crush from Behringer, by the way, which is what I just finished.
Good night, Macaro.
Good night. But this one is like to die for. Like,
the bottle's literally sitting on the corner of my desk here.
Piatelli Reserve Malbec, 2018. Okay.
See, you know how I know my drink is good? It goes psst when I open the bottle. That's how I can tell my drink is good.
And honestly, it's tannic, but it's so mellow that you might even be able to just try a sip and see if you like it.
$3.99 a bottle. Yes. That's
not
Behringer.
this. Not this.
Not that.
This is $25.99 when it's on sale. But Behringer Red Crush is usually $3.99 at Winco.
Smells like it's got tannins.
Just try a sip. It's mild and it's smooth.
It's not as bad, but it's not.
It's not what Kahuna likes.
Oh no. On the back. Oof.
Oh my god.
It's
Kahuna Quencher.
See, we have someone else who sampled the Quencher, and it's good stuff.
This is like heaven.
I have warm Coke at the moment.
You have a whole bottle of cold Coke.
I know, but I gotta finish that.
Pour that little bit in there, and then it becomes cold.
No, because then that warms it up, and
That's 2 sips.
Then I just might as well sip it.
So anyway.
So that's her plug for her wine.
Piatelli Reserve Malbec 2018. I will savor this one.
$11.99 for Behringer. I mean, I know it's a California wine, but jeez.
Oh.
Has there been any work on a Scenogrossi themed drink? So.
Yes and no.
Yeah, we've got a couple of ideas.
They want it to be purple.
I want it to be purple, yes.
It's kind of hard.
So, along the lines of either grape juice or grape soda and vodka. Because it's supposed to be a shot. So, that's at least where I'm going with it. But yeah, I haven't worked it out. Because Scenogrossi is actually a light purple, so I don't know how... I just haven't figured that one out. DM Stretch was working on something, but... Wishes I could drink alcohol. I drink very little. Very little. You know, the Kahuna Quencher that I had last week was probably the most I've drank in months.
Yeah, I would say the Kahuna Quenchers, plural, in the course of the last few weeks are the most I've ever seen you drink.
Yeah. Rabbit candy. It says a virgin one would be something grape. Yeah. Something grape. But I want something a little lighter in color, so I haven't figured that one out yet. And I want it to be a shooter. A Scenogrossi shooter. And we'll call it the Original Sin.
Oh, S-Y-N?
S-Y-N.
That's good.
Yeah. Well, that way, DM Stretch came up with that one. And I know, yes, you do know why
Yes.
I drink very little. You were witness to it. That might have to be a story at some point.
Could be.
There's a reason I drink very little. Because at one point I drank
No
very much.
Curacao.
No blue curacao. No. Blue curacao is not a favorite of mine, and it's not...
It does nasty things to whatever comes out of your body. It colors them really badly.
So does grape, for that matter.
Yeah, red wine can too.
It's like, that is not a natural color.
No.
How did we get back to poop? This is the second time in the show. Second time in the stream we've gotten back to poop.
I didn't call it poop. I said things that come out of your body. You went to poop.
Recovering alcoholic and have not had drinks. Congratulations.
Hey, that's awesome.
That's
Good
awesome.
for you.
I was never to that point. But I also recognized that there was a chance that I could be. And I had one incident that pretty much convinced me never again. Because I realized that I was too stupid to drink. I do occasionally drink. It's usually, if I drink, it is for the taste, not for the alcohol.
Yeah, you like Lambrusco, isn't that what you like?
I like Lambrusco, which is very, very grapey. It's almost grape soda. Or sangrias. Good sangrias. We've got a recipe for sangria that's just like...
Wow,
Woo-hoo!
since you were 16. Congratulations. That's a big one.
Yeah, that's huge. That's huge. Congratulations.
My
Keep it up.
My grandfather on my father's side was an alcoholic.
Keep it up. You know, it's
It's not easy.
It's not easy. My dad was amazing. He quit cold turkey. But he said every day he wanted another one. He said every day he wanted another one. But he did say quitting smoking was way harder.
My dad used to smoke too.
Drink very little and not very often. Yeah, I like I said, I drink. It's usually a gathering of some type, and I've made a drink that is popular with everybody, or the one I get made fun of all the time, wine coolers. Yep. There's a berry flavored one that I am just like, yes. Applause for Rabbit Candy Boyd, yes.
Ugh.
Just thought my doctor say that if I turn...
So,
Wow.
But
Yeah.
Moonflower wants to know what wine tastes like. I can try to help you with that.
You'll be wrong.
Why?
Because what wine?
Well, I can tell you what red wine in general, Welch's grape juice minus the sugar is red wine. Okay? Never show one message.
I thought I've been seeing all yours.
I saw blueberries.
You saw blueberries?
it's right there.
Yeah,
There it is.
it's there.
Wishes I could drink alcohol. We're seeing it,
Yeah.
I think, unless there's something missing.
Yeah, it just scrolls really fast sometimes. I don't know if
I
you've
was
ever
saying
seen.
how I never want to get drunk.
Oh,
We did not see that one.
that one we did not. No, not at all.
Moonflower, where are you located?
I want to say
Don't guess, because you've been wrong every single time.
Vancouver.
Vancouver? Vancouver? Maybe it's because it's so cold.
Never want to get drunk.
Indiana.
Indiana. Oh,
Oh, that explains it. Just kidding, I don't know.
thanks, Kahuna's brother from another mother.
I've already said it. You know what? You did. And this is me being bad. Where's the pencil? I need to write down where these people are from. Oh, look. It's the mechanical pencil, like the kind of dog chew.
Yeah, we're just bad at this, Moonflower. We're bad at names.
No,
And
I'm
places.
not bad at names. Because I can't. I've never seen your faces, any of you. If I can see your face, then I'll remember where you're from.
Wines are odd because they can taste like anything.
Grumpy, I know where you're from. I've seen your face. I love your face.
I like some wines. Others I don't. There's a particular white wine I like, but I like it because it's sweet and it tastes like fruit.
The aftertaste is very sharp. Think like
On a red.
I'm talking about only reds
Okay.
right now. Kahuna is talking about whites. I'm talking about reds.
We talked about me outing myself earlier.
Oh, reds kind of taste like the bitterest coffee you've ever had in your life. And the aftertaste is similar.
Okay.
Yeah, but the Welch's has sugar in it. Red wine is usually not sweet like that.
Yes, Rabbit.
Yes,
It
it is.
It is. Yes, I was working on stream on.
Wait, I'm wondering if Rabbit knows someone named Leo or is also named Leo.
I'm guessing probably does. They're named after wines. Yes, Rabbit was.
I know, LOL.
Yeah, Rabbit was
Oh.
around yesterday when I
You
was.
outed yourself?
Well, I had stuff on screen that I was working
joking.
on
Oh.
that had my name up, my full name,
Why?
because it was showing the directory that I was working out of,
Oh.
which was on my computer.
So people were like, oh, I know your name.
Oh, you know you've had your name up all day, right? Like,
So,
yeah.
I know.
Yeah, it's.
But,
Mrs. Kahuna, we keep it a little more secret just because,
just
you
because
know.
I'm a teacher.
Yeah,
I also, though, his name is also on the copyright of his role. Yeah.
this is true. This is true.
2 years to go. Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
You're a youngin'.
Oh, geez. This is supposed to be family friendly. We're corrupting them.
Nah.
So 2 years from now, you need to let me know once you try reds if you like them. Typically, when people first start to experience wine, they lean more towards the sweet whites and the rosés. You graduate into reds, the more different wine types you try. So,
Yeah.
just letting you know.
And you may not like them. I mean,
And honestly, you know what? Wine is one of those acquired tastes. I was not a wine drinker, especially reds, until I hit my early 30s. So,
also, wine is one of those interesting beverages that you'll hear them talk about wine pairing. Well, with certain foods, certain wines do taste better.
oh my gosh.
And the food tastes better and the wine tastes better. Red wines and chocolate is a classic.
Depends on the chocolate.
Yeah, it needs to be a darker chocolate
Yeah,
usually.
it has to be dark chocolate.
I bet your parents drank though, meaning at all. My parents didn't drink alcohol at all.
Ah.
Okay. So you were 19, slip across the border. All right, now see, we're not corrupting
wait,
anybody.
wait.
Siobhan's doing the job here.
Moonflower is in Indiana. The border is not that close.
Depends where in Indiana.
Sure. No, because all states in the U.S., it's 19.
Oh.
Indiana is nowhere close to Canada in any way, shape, or form unless you're taking a boat.
That's true. Sharp cheese. Yes, sharp cheese is also
Sharp
good with some
cheddar.
ice. Yes.
Yes. White
Strong.
cheeses, however, white cheeses, in my opinion, are better with a less sharp wine. Yes, I will put that in the trash can.
Thank you.
Sure. I was. Yeah,
What?
your dog did not like that. Very true, Mrs. Kahuna. I know my geography.
I thought maybe there was
I
some.
heard it.
Thought maybe there were some states. Thought maybe there were some states do it. Aren't there some states do 18? I know in the military 18.
Leo, I'm sorry, Kahuna. In order to get federal highway funds, your drinking age must be 21. Every state in the U.S. has now raised their drinking age to 21. That came into effect in 1986.
In the military, you can drink at 18,
I don't think,
regardless of state.
I don't think that Moonflower is.
Big leagues.
I don't think that Moonflower is in the Army or the Navy or the Marines or the Coast Guard or anything like that.
Coast Guard in Indiana.
The only thing is, yes, but it can only be on base if you're in the military. So there. Look! Grumpy even said it. 18 only on the base.
Okay.
Legal drinking. He's Googling.
I always do.
Legal drinking age in
U.S.
USA. 21. It says it right there, big bold letters. 21 years.
You drink at 18 in the U.S. What's the legal drinking age in all 50 states? Yep. I have checked 3 sources, and therefore, I stand corrected.
21.
I'm about facts, people.
By the way,
I'm going to check the facts.
Detroit is the closest Canadian spot. Yeah, you're right. But Detroit, you still got to take a boat to get to Canada from there. Anyway, beer is another one, Moonflower, that is an acquired taste.
Yeah.
Kahuna still does not like beer.
Nope.
The older I get, the more heavy beers I like, but I still don't like really dark beers. I think they taste like soap.
Now, one you might like, an alcoholic beverage you might like. No.
Hey.
Zima. Is mead. Depends on the mead.
If it's a sweet mead.
Yeah, it's a sweet mead.
Sweet meads are great in the beginning.
Still working on coffee.
Well, I'm not a coffee. Oh, you were raised Mormon. Okay. My daughter's fiance was raised Mormon as well. Coffee is not something I drink ever. I drink tea, and I prefer green tea to black tea, but I also prefer red wine to white, which is odd. I find I drink red more when the weather starts cooling off, and white when it's really hot. As far as like beer and mead, I started out drinking Miller Lite because that's what my dad drank. If I'm gonna drink any light beer now, believe it or not, it's Coors Light. I like Coors Light, but my favorite beer is more like a lager type beer, like a Stella or a Peroni. But mead is tricky. Some meads Kahuna loves because they have a lot of honey taste, very sweet,
or fruit taste,
or they're very fruity. But other meads are very, very potent, more so than any wine or beer I have ever had in my life.
Yeah, meads. Yeah, if you're going to try a mead, you should go to a meadery, someplace that actually makes them, because as a rule, the people there know what their meads taste like and what their potency are, because they are more potent than most wines.
What are crabbies?
I don't know what crabbies are.
Let's find out.
The mead, there's a place in Arizona, in Prescott, Arizona, Superstition Meadery, and they make an entire range, and most meads are made with honey as the sugar that then ferments and becomes the alcohol. But they can be flavored with berries, they can be with anything, cinnamon, apple, and so you can find stuff that
I like vodka too, Grumpy.
you can find stuff that really hits your taste, but they'll sneak up on you because.
Oh no, they don't sneak up on you. 1 second you're fine, and the next second you're flat on your ass.
Well, that's sneaking up on you. In other words, it's like you're drinking, and all
okay,
over.
Good to know. Someone who was it? Moonflower. No, who was talking about coffee caffeine?
That's Moonflower, yeah.
Moonflower. Coffee caffeine, depending on how long it's roasted, the greener the bean, the more potent the caffeine. Just remember, green bean caffeine. The heavier the roast, the less caffeine there actually is.
Yeah, the taste may wake you up, but not the caffeine. Now, see me?
I love green tea. Oh my god.
My version of caffeine is pretty much exclusively
COKE.
a cola. Coca-Cola, because just saying Coke is the wrong way to say it.
It depends on where you are. If you're anywhere but the South, Coke is Coke.
No, in California you say Coke, it could be something white and powdery.
Okay, yes, but you're holding up a flask. I don't think you would have Coke of that type in your flask. Although it's possible.
It's entirely possible. There's a straw inside there.
Yeah, but not the kind that fits in your nose. It's too big. But more flavor. Okay. Yeah. I like Stella, which is, I want to say Norway. Is it Norway? No, where's Stella? Belgium. Belgium. And then Peroni, which is Italian.
No, I do not like Pepsi. No.
Cold brew times 7, the caffeine. Ew. I'm just not a coffee fan. I can drink. That's a cool flask. It certainly is. It used to be yours.
Not that one.
Yes, the black one.
Oh, he has a black one. He got me that one new.
Did you give your flask to Leo? Grumpy. Did you give your flask to Kahuna? And then you bought the big one in gray. Please answer the question.
She's putting you in the middle.
Because I really believe that this used to be your flask and it is now his.
It's brand new. I took it out of the box.
Yup.
You gave it to me? I'm the only one who got a secondhand flask. I'm feeling gypped.
What you took out of the box was the bumper thing for the bottom.
Gypped. Everybody else got new.
Mine is new only because mine is the same size as Grumpy's, because I need the big one for at night. I have only ever put water in my flask. And mine's beautiful. I've had lots of compliments on my flask. Thank you, Grumpy. Yes, I did. Oh, you're looking for a bigger one?
His flask is like
Ooh.
this ounces.
Wait.
He's looking for a bigger flask.
Let me go get my flask, because it's the same size. Mine is pretty.
Oh, good grief. This stream can go pretty much anywhere. Now we're talking about flasks. So, Moonflower, going back to what we were discussing, yes. Take your time, but if you're going to drink because you like it.
See how pretty mine is?
I think I do mean the caffeine speaking that it takes a bit to actually work.
That's
trying to
right.
press-
Yeah, we know how that is.
It's an 87 and a 128 ounce flask.
Oh, I'm good with mine. I don't need anything bigger. If
I drink the coffee, I wait 30 minutes, I have energy.
Okay, well, if I drink the coffee in 30 minutes, I'm peeing every 30 minutes afterwards for the entire day.
Aw, thanks, Rabbit.
Aww. It's not because of you, it's because of me. I love you.
Remember that whole teasing thing? See? Yeah.
You're fuzzy.
Yes, I'm fuzzy.
Oh, look who came over because they're jealous. Every time Kahuna and I hug, or I kiss him or he kisses me, the Zoster, the husky, is right there. She's like, oh, let me in on that. This is Kahuna's flask.
That is
It's
my
little.
flask.
It's skinny,
but
like him.
I fill it with
Mine is more fat, like me.
Mine is filled with ice and Coke at the beginning of the day. It lasts pretty much the whole day. It is the only caffeine I have. And the fact of the matter is that unless I've had some of this, I am useless.
This morning,
I was grumpy.
I was ready to cut his legs off at his knees because
he wasn't going to say legs.
Well, yes, I was. He just was so grumpy this morning. I was like, dude, I need to.
I hadn't showered yet. I hadn't had anything to drink yet. This is the way the boat. We're going to get back to poop, aren't we? The way this works every morning is she gets up, goes into the office to start teaching.
After I shower and get ready.
Gets ready, goes in, starts teaching. I get up because I get up a little later.
He misses all kinds of stuff, though.
I go into the bathroom to have my morning constitutional, and
which sometimes happens and sometimes doesn't.
Correct. And without fail, I'm still bleary-eyed and asleep. Mrs. Kahuna comes in and goes, "Are you almost done?" And I'm like,
here's why, though. Okay.
And I have to quickly get out of her way so she can get back in there.
Because I have to go back to teaching.
And then I got to get back in there, and then I get to shower.
So here's the deal.
And I haven't started my day yet.
I have no gallbladder. So anytime I eat something, not anytime, a lot of times, I have to almost immediately use the restroom. I eat yogurt. Taking notes. Is that what you're laughing at?
I don't know if we're the best ones to take notes over.
Chemistry is so real and unscripted. So I have no gallbladder, so I have what's called bile dump, and every once in a while I really just have to run and use the restroom. And I have been having yogurt for breakfast in the morning. I bring it upstairs while I'm in my morning office hours, and I eat my yogurt.
This is way more detail than you guys need.
Inevitably, he's still in the bathroom.
This is way more detail than our poor people need. TMI. But I think we crossed that threshold with the first poop.
That was like an hour and a half ago.
Yeah.
I mean, I have bladder spasms. You know what? Become a teacher. You will gain control of your bladder almost immediately.
Need to get a second washroom?
We have one.
But
I won't use the one in the hallway because the offspring is in charge of cleaning it. And then we have a third one downstairs, which I also will not use unless it's an absolute emergency.
And you know, there's no easier way to say it. I use the one in our bedroom because sometimes that wing of the house just needs to get closed.
So the door closes real easy.
Yeah. Sometimes you just need to close that wing of the house. It's just, you know, it's morning. But yeah, I really don't function for the first hour at all. I'm just...
Wait, that's not necessarily true. He doesn't function for the first hour unless there's something he really wants to do. Then he's out of bed and wide awake and bushy-tailed at 6:30 in the morning. Let's go! Are you ready to go yet?
No, you're missing the important detail. I was awake at 5:30. I just didn't get out of bed, and then at 6:30 it's like, let's go, because I know getting up before that is going to be useless because nobody's going to come with me. So yes, it still takes an hour, except I'm spending that hour in the bed as opposed to.
So every time we're on vacation, he wants to leave at 8:30. I'm like 9 o'clock. No, 8:30. So if it's 8:31, oh my God, I never hear the end of it.
And guess what time we leave?
9.
Which is why I say 8:30.
In a normal school year, Moonflower, when I have to drive to work, I'm out of bed by 5:15. Not by choice, out of necessity.
Okay, so Aaron understands your deal.
Why?
His got gangrene and had to be removed with part of his liver.
Oh!
I'm thinking the removal of yours was probably a little more traumatic. Just guessing.
Mine was a planned one. Mine was not gangrenous. But I did have lots of sludge. So it was nasty.
Trying to wake up at 5:45. I fail. When I was in school, it was 4:30.
God.
I am.
I made the mistake of checking the news and couldn't go back. Yeah, I've been there, done that.
That happens to me about 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, for me,
2 o'clock in the morning, and it's like
anytime between 12:30 and 1, I'm usually awake to go to the bathroom, because I take blood pressure meds, which make me pee a lot. And then I'm awake for like an hour and a half. So today I talked to Dr. Smart, and he's actually going to prescribe me something that will hopefully help me sleep better.
awesome.
Not Ambien or any of those ones that make people do weird shit.
Well, we have
5
determined.
minutes before he wanted to leave, he started dropping hints.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't drop hints.
Oh no, there are no hints. It's like, hey.
There have been a couple times where I have just gone out and started the car and just waited because I've already loaded the car. Everything's in the car. I'm just waiting. I'm a morning person mostly.
And I'm not.
No.
I am one of the rare middle of the day kind of girls. Like from 9:30 to about 4:30 or 5 is my time of day.
I don't start getting creative till like 6 or 7 in the evening and really hit a stride probably around 10 o'clock. And then around midnight I start winding down. Wake up instantly. Oh.
You know what? I
No.
used to be like that when I was younger.
I don't.
I try not to do mornings if I don't have to.
Yeah.
Either grumpy.
Yeah, it takes me a solid hour to get coherent and human.
I've learned to adapt. It doesn't take me as long as it used to, but it does take me a long time on weekends. Oh my gosh, on weekends, do not F with me until I'm ready.
She is not kidding.
I will literally bite people's heads off.
Seen it happen. Had to clean up the mess.
Yeah. So it's 5:33, and we
Wow.
and we've got KFC in the microwave.
I'm a 9:30 to 2:30.
Hey, 9:30 to 2:30 works for me. Yep. The only reason why I've become a little bit earlier in the day now is because for the last 4 years I've been getting up between 5 and 5:15 every morning to get to school on time. And I'm done with school and I can leave there by 2:20, so I'm usually home by 3:30 unless I have something I have to do after school. But I just am not I'm not a night owl, never have been. Not a morning person, also never have been. Really?
I wonder why that would be.
I don't know, but offspring number 3 is under the rainbow. They sleep all effing day.
Yeah, but that's because their schedule's completely jacked.
Yes, but they don't wake up fast either. We
No.
have seen them incoherent for 90% of the day
true.
at times.
This is true.
Oh, maybe they just are an anomaly, which we know. Ah.
Oh. What?
Almost died on the operating table in the apple-sized game for the school first. I am so sorry that you were not listened to.
Wow, I didn't see that.
That is absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible. I speak up for myself, and my doctor knows. He knows, because a lot of times he'll say, wait. He did it today.
Yeah. The doctor knows both of us fairly well, and so
He's like, wait. Let me finish.
Yep.
All right.
And he knows me. I'll let him get his done. Then I do my stuff. Then we discuss what we're going to do. And we're done. And we off. Great. Have a great weekend. Off we go.
I have a tendency to want to tell him, no, I'm not doing that. And then he's like, wait. Let me finish. Yes, you didn't. And that's good because now you're here and now you're my friend.
You may regret that. I don't know.
So on that note, I'm hungry. And there's mashed potatoes and gravy and macaroni and cheese and green beans.
I think I need to go downstairs.
And fried chicken.
And fried chicken.
Where is he from, Mrs. Kahuna? Who, Leo? I mean, Kahuna? He's from California.
I'm-
My doctor? I don't know.
I want to say he's probably from California.
I think he's a California guy.
Yeah, he looks pretty
He
California.
looks California.
He talks California.
But he's really good. I like him.
Yeah. Coffee Quills is up.
All right, that's where we're going.
All right.
Aaron what? Oh, where is Aaron from? I don't know. I didn't write Aaron's down. I know that
Aaron's in Canada.
I know that Moonflower is from Indiana now.
Aaron's in Canada.
Aaron, are you the British Columbia person or are you the Vancouver Canucks person?
Oop, I need another help.
Is he your friend then? Who? He who? Everyone is my friend. If
She
I
calls
like-
me her friend.
No, it's difficult to not be my friend unless you are a really snotty, nasty human being who gives me reason to dislike you. You're my friend. I like having friends. BC. Okay.
All right, gang, we're going to send you over to Coffee Quills, and I'm going to eat
I have notes.
Kentucky Fried.
Okay. Parent 1 or 2? What? What? Parent 1 or 2 what, Rabbit?
Your parent one or two. Your parents one or two.
Me?
Are they friends?
My parents?
Parent 1 and parent 2
Yeah.
from 2 weeks ago.
Oh, they probably are. They live in the same neighborhood.
No, are they your friends?
No, because they gave me reason to not like them. Oh! Siobhan lives in the same town.
Sable does too, because Sable and Aaron.
Sable and Aaron,
Yeah.
right. Okay, cool. So I'm going to write this down. Sable, Aaron,
She's
and
literally taking notes
Siobhan
on my notepad,
are all in
so it's going to get
Canada.
lost.
No, because I'm going to rip it off here.
Awesome, I get the little strip.
I'll take the strip.
The eye roll. I got the eye roll
I
that
hate
time.
spiral notebooks.
Rabbits from Indiana too.
Yes, so Indiana is okay. I will never forget the Halloween night that the commuter plane crashed in Indiana
wow.
because of icing. Oh, I was living in Illinois then. It was bad. 91 or 92, I want to say. No, I think it was Halloween of 92.
For more than 20 years. I've known Grumpy for about 35.
Wow. That's awesome. I've known you guys for a couple weeks. I feel honored. See, look, here's my notes.
Got notes. All right, guys.
All right, we're sending you off to
Coffee Quills.
Coffee Quills.
So you guys have a great evening, great weekend.
Enjoy your weekend.
I'll be back on Sunday with Kahuna Reads.
I will not.
So if you've got stuff for me to read, throw it in there. I haven't seen a whole lot in there. I think Siobhan threw some stuff in there, and I think that's about it.
LB was not. No. What, really? Oh, well, hi, LB.
Okay. There was one person. All right. You guys have a great weekend, and I will see you guys Sunday.
Don't forget, Piatelli Reserve Malbec 2018. You'll love it.
Have
If
a
you
great
like reds.
weekend. See you
Happy
Sunday.
weekend. See you Friday. Bye.
Bye, guys. Wow, that raid's taking forever to start up. Sorry, guys. I thought it'd be going all right. In 3, 2, 1. Off you go.
Bye.